the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. Out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. There he goes. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Wants to go up top. Quarterback extends the play. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out in the flat. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Stanford with a lot of options here on second and short. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
And the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love...
He caught it! They will score! Touchdown, Stanford! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. If he doesn't get you with his arm, he'll get you with his legs, or he might get you with both of them.
It stinks, man. Having to defend a guy like this that just... You think you're going to get him in the pocket. You got to play the first play where he might be throwing the ball from the pocket, and then he scrambles, and now you're defending the run and the throw down the field. It's just, it's kind of like rush hour back in the day. Which one of y'all kicked me?
Here coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Moving out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he dropped it. Just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. And because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they can do something very special this season.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Georgia. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He's looking to pass. The quick out. Turning it on. Stumbled to the ground.
Yeah, and these big fellas, man, they can run so well at their size. A lot of times you see these tight ends, they don't necessarily run around you, but so physical to be able to break tackles and then make those extra yards after the catch.
Going to sling it on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
To the ground, he's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The pull and throw off the RPO. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Gets the back moving. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a flyer. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. He wants to throw it again. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying play action. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense. And
Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the...
Oh, he's got some space. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He's in open space downfield.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And the Dogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Oh, he's got a chance. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Zings it complete to the right. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Dogs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Swings it out to his running back. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Kansas is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kansas State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page. And they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, that play-action fake, it just froze the defense for a split second. That allowed the tight end time to work his route, get vertical down the field, and pick up a big gainer for the offense.
Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Sails one into the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The corners are walked up tight. The give to the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Send the tight end in motion. Power football with the run. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the 1st half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, Georgia.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Swings it out to the flat. There he goes. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. And back to the air on 2nd down. Quarterback moving. Had to throw it before he wanted. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
I think that's a decision the head coach is going to look back on and wish he had done the other thing and just kick it way down the field. You've got a tie game. We've got so much football left to play here in the second half. Instead, because you don't get the onside kick, your opponent is now set up in really nice field position to go down, score, and take the lead.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Quick release by the QB. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The play action fake. Deep shot for the end zone. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Stanford. And that one will give them the lead. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kansas is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. They're trailing by 11 to Kansas State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. from the gun. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Here comes the heat. He'll throw it. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll try the right side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this 2nd half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Off play action. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Working that left side. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
To the ground with the back. Gets it past the marker. Finally out of bounds at the 21-yard line after the big run.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Might as well give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Takes it the other way. He's at the 30. He's at the 10.
executing. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Give to the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Steps away. He turns it loose to the left. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Final play of the quarter coming. To the air on first down. Running into the open space. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The give to the back. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a 1st down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Georgia! They move on top here on the 4th. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. They go to the ground. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Across the 35. Turning it on! Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get 1st downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. They'll leave it with him. Can't get him to the ground. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Down the boulevard. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A little wrinkle wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Making side adjustments here. Snap to the back. Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A strike downfield. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Man, the tight ends are one of the most versatile guys in the field, and you see it right here. The play action, they're used to blocking, right? No, they slip right by the linebackers, slip to the second level, come open, the quarterback finds them in great rhythm.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Looking to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time help force the incompletion.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his big tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, say to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
Got the quick pass. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And after this play, the cake will be baked. He'll set up to throw. That's a fly. Touchdown, Cardinal. Fit it in the window for the score.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
We'll wrap it up, and he'll try to make it look 1 point better. And they'll make the extra point, but they still lose it by a touchdown.